Did you know that product inserts can help boost your Amazon FBA business in many ways? By including inserts with your products, you can get more positive reviews, fewer negative reviews, generate repeat customers, and even grow your email list. Watch this video to learn the key do's and don'ts of creating inserts for your Amazon products. You'll also see a number of real-life examples to inspire you. I'm delighted to be joined by Mariska Harris, a branding expert from Outlinematic.com. Hello, Mariska.
Hello, David. How are you?
Good. And yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. And thank you for inviting us to join your podcast.
You're welcome. I think we can get started with the presentation.
Okay, sure thing. Let me share my screen with you and then we can run through everything.
Sounds good.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, great. Okay, so the branding tools available to Amazon sellers are basically your logo, your packaging design, your inserts, and your photos in EBC. Now, all of this together builds a strong brand for your product. Now, selling today on Amazon, it's a very competitive market and you need to build a strong brand in order to make sure that your product sells well. So I'll be covering our inserts and how inserts can help you with good reviews and less negative reviews. Inserts increases loyalty and repeat customers, and it infuses your brand voice, and it can also help you to grow an email list. Something very important with inserts is that you should not break Amazon's terms of service. It's very important. Now, a simple example of something that aligns with their terms is this example that I have here on the right side. To thank your customer and to ask them to leave a review, and then, just thanking them in advance again for their contribution.
I have one question on the second point there about increasing loyalty and repeat customers. So is the idea here that if a customer opens your product and there's a nice thank you note there which has your logo on it and a couple of nice sentences about your brand, it brings you above, let's say, other brands that they've bought from and makes them think about you again? Is that kind of the logic of an insert, in that it puts your brand
Yes.
in your mind? Yeah.
That's exactly, you've got it exactly right. It's going to make people feel special about buying your product. Something as simple as a thank you helps with loyalty. And if your insert lies around in their house, it's going to be visible, it's going to be there. Sometimes if you can make your insert as nice as that people actually want to keep it, it also helps with repeat customers in that case. Okay, so now I'll cover the insert do's and don'ts. So if you go through the Amazon's terms, there are a few gray areas. If you look at a lot of websites, there are a lot of gray areas, and I'll cover that in my examples a bit later on. But for inserts, we definitely recommend thanking your customer. Like a nice big thank you is nice for them to see. And then telling a brand story. Now, that does not necessarily mean you have to tell the entire history of your brand. You can just say, what your brand's about and why you feel that you have a strong brand. And then you can give your email and you can offer customer support in your inserts. Something that you should definitely not do with insert designs is ask for a 5-star review. That's just a big no-no for inserts. And don't share a sad story and make people almost feel sorry or bad for buying your product. There's a certain limit to where you sell a brand story and share a sad story. And then don't promote your website. Now, by promoting your website, I'm talking about don't steer people away from Amazon. You can put your website on your insert, but don't say from now on go and buy on our website or something like that. And that's also where it comes down to offering incentives. Don't offer incentives like a coupon code for a positive review, and don't ask for, like I said, a 5-star or a positive review and offer incentives on that. Okay, so here's an example of an insert design with it's a front and a back. Now, the reason why I have a star here on the left side is this yes and no area. If you go and read the terms, it's not really allowed, but it's not allowed in the terms of basically forcing your customer to give you a positive review. When you can see here, if for any reason you're not completely satisfied, please contact us. We will not rest until you're happy. Simply send us a message on Amazon. That's fine. Just don't tell people to not, ask for a refund or to contact you directly or things like that. That's the main thing with this yes, no. That's basically a gray area in most cases. And then here's also referring back to the packaging, where this brand has a nice gift-like packaging, and then feel free to use this box for your baby's most precious belongings. It's a nice way to reuse your packaging and to let your customer know that in your inserts can also be used for informing people more about your product or even your packaging, anything that you think will increase the value of your entire brand and product.
Yes, I can see this would have a great impact on the business. I mean, you're screening for negative reviews there in a compliant way. So if someone gets the product and for whatever reason they're annoyed, you're saying, look, we will sort it, just get in touch. And then also you have some care instructions there as well, which is actually going to reduce the amount of emails you get too, which is awesome.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, that's a very, very good thing. And that's why I think it's very important to have an insert. A lot of our clients ask us, do you think an insert is necessary? Absolutely. Absolutely necessary. Okay, here is same brand as our educational box. You can see that they tell you more about their brand. They've used their insert to let you know that they have support and to tell you more about their subscription box and what their mission is. And you can see that they link there to their email and their Facebook page, and they also have a link on the other side to their website. You are allowed to link to your website, just as I mentioned. Don't steer people away from Amazon. These inserts, there are two on this page. The one on the left is something nice that I would think people would want to keep. If it is against their fridge, it looks so nice with the different typography used there. And it's a very creative way of thanking your customer. It's just it's something different as well, not a nice long and slim insert.
It actually it could be used for a bookmark too, and maybe that's not the intention, but it looks like it could be.
Oh yes, even that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. But yes, because I think it looks very nice. And then on your right side, that's our female packaging that we had previously. So this is just a nice thank you. And what they did was to give you tips and ideas of what to do and how to store. They have a few inserts. This is just the back and the front of the thank you insert, but it's a nice idea to give tips. And if you maybe sell like a smoothie cup or something, just to give like recipes, or if you sell something in the spa category, maybe have a recipe for bath bombs, something interesting that excites the customer about actually using the product, with some of your ideas.
For sure.
Okay, so that's basically what we do. We help at Outlinematic. We help people with packaging, logo, inserts, EDC, brochures, illustrations, anything that you need regarding your branding for Amazon, we can help you with.
Awesome. I'm just wondering, let's imagine a seller who's just starting out, or maybe someone who's on a budget. If they can only invest in, let's say, one or two branding tools starting out or at a particular point, what do you think are the most important ones to invest in to grow your brand?
I would definitely say a logo and infographics for your product listing.
Okay.
So if you don't have money to invest on packaging right away, the reason I'm saying infographics is the one thing that's going to be important is for your listing to be the best that it can possibly be. Now, by doing that, you can even have maybe let's say, for example, you are going to sell vitamins, okay? So now you don't have maybe lifestyle images or stuff like that, but you can take your label, put it onto a 3D rendering, edit it into a lifestyle photo, and with someone like being energized and happy, maybe Photoshop that bottle into their hand and make your entire listing look very appealing and nice and professional. And I think that's definitely something that would help if you cannot, if you don't have a budget for photography and for packaging when you start off. Yes, I definitely think logo and infographics for your product listing, and making sure that you spend time on your product listing, make sure that you highlight all the features of your product and things like that.
Yeah, the more I was thinking about it there, the logo really has to be number one, right? Because the logo is going to feature everywhere in your future inserts, your future packaging. So it is super important there. That was kind of, as you were explaining to me, I was like, well, that was a rather obvious question to answer, but I appreciate the elaboration there. On infographics as well, I think they are a great tool because people like to go on, they like to be able to assess a product visually. They don't want to read, word after word after word, paragraph after paragraph. So if you have a visual there that can sell your product and help it stand out from the competition, it's a great tool for sure.
Yes, definitely. Even if you make use of little icons, be as visually appealing on your listing images as possible. Because like you said, people don't want to read through paragraphs of text, and they don't want to feel like they have to do research of why they have to buy your product. They want to scan through your images and be wowed and excited about that. And how you can do that is by being visually appealing, like making use of visual things like icons, photos, a 3D rendering of your packaging. And like the obvious thing, your logo should be present everywhere to get that brand awareness.
Yeah, and I think as well, about 50% of people now are on Amazon on mobile devices too. So that even plays further into the importance of visuals, right? It's going to be easier on a mobile device. You're on a small device. You don't want to read, thousands and thousands of words. And I think in the bottom left of this page here, there's a coupon code, FBA 15. So this is for the viewers of the video here. That's a 10% discount, I believe, on Outline.
Yes, that's correct. FBA 15, you can use it when you go to our checkout, and it will give all the listeners a 10% discount on any of our services.
Awesome. Well, I think we got through a lot here. It was very valuable. I learned a lot myself as well. So, Mariska, a final thanks for this. It was really good. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And thanks for watching.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.